Hello, everyone, and welcome to Real Talk English. I'm Emily, and tonight we have something really special and different for you.
Hey there, I'm Daniel, and yes, this episode is designed to be listened to at night, right before you go to sleep. We're going to review vocabulary in a calm, relaxing way and end with some positive affirmations in English.
You know, so many of our listeners have told us they listen to our podcast in bed, trying to fall asleep, and we thought, why not create an episode specifically for that?
Exactly. Learning English doesn't have to be intense and energetic all the time. There's actually a lot of research showing that reviewing information right before sleep can help your brain consolidate what you've learned during the day.
That's right. When you're relaxed and your mind is calm, you're actually in a great state for passive learning. Your brain processes and stores information while you sleep.
So, tonight, we're going to do something gentle. We'll have a calm conversation about daily routines and self care, introduce some peaceful vocabulary, and then end with positive affirmations that you can repeat to yourself.
This is perfect if you've had a long day, if you're feeling tired, or if you just want to end your day with some English practice in a really soothing way.
We're going to speak a little slower than usual, use calming language, and create a peaceful atmosphere. Think of this as your English bedtime story.
By the end of this episode, you'll have reviewed useful vocabulary about nighttime routines, relaxation, and positive thinking. Plus, you'll feel calm and ready for a good night's sleep.
So, if you're in bed right now, get comfortable. Maybe adjust your pillow, pull up your blanket, and just relax. If you fall asleep during this episode, that's totally okay. That means we did our job.
And if you're listening during the day, this episode can still help you learn peaceful vocabulary and expressions that native speakers use when talking about rest and self-care. All right, let's begin. Take a deep breath in and out. Let's talk about winding down for the night.
So, Daniel, what does your evening routine usually look like? How do you prepare for bed?
Well, I try to wind down about an hour before I actually want to fall asleep. That means I stop doing anything too stimulating.
That's smart. I try to do the same thing, but I don't always succeed. Sometimes I stay up too late scrolling on my phone.
Yeah, that's a common problem. The blue light from screens can actually make it harder to fall asleep. That's why I try to put away my devices at least 30 minutes before bed.
That's a good habit. So, what do you do instead during that last hour?
Usually, I'll do some light reading, nothing too intense. Maybe I'll flip through a magazine or read a few pages of a novel.
I love that. Reading is so calming. I also like to dim the lights in my bedroom about an hour before sleep. Bright lights tell your brain it's still daytime.
Absolutely. Creating that calm environment is so important. Sometimes I'll also light a candle or use essential oils to make my space feel peaceful.
Oh, I love candles. There's something so soothing about that gentle light. Do you have a favorite scent?
I really like lavender. It's supposed to help you relax and sleep better. What about you? Do you have any special rituals before bed?
Yes, I always take a warm shower about an hour before bed. It helps me feel clean and relaxed. And the temperature change after you get out actually helps you feel sleepy.
That's interesting about the temperature change. I didn't know that. I usually just wash my face and brush my teeth right before getting into bed.
Those are the basics for sure. Do you ever have trouble falling asleep, or do you drift off pretty easily?
Most nights I drift off pretty quickly, but sometimes if I'm stressed or my mind is racing, it takes longer. On those nights, I try to do some deep breathing or listen to calm music.
That's a good strategy. I find that if I'm tossing and turning for more than 20 minutes, it's better to get up and do something calming for a bit, then try again.
Yeah, I've heard that's good advice. It's better than just lying there getting frustrated. Do you ever set the mood in your bedroom for sleep? Yes, I keep my room cool. I use blackout curtains to block out light, and I have a white noise machine that plays gentle sounds. All of that really helps me get a good night's sleep.
Those are all great tips. I think a lot of people don't realize how important sleep is for learning, including learning a language.
Oh, absolutely. When you're well rested, your brain works better. You can remember vocabulary more easily, you think more clearly, and you have more patience for practicing.
Exactly. So taking care of your sleep is actually taking care of your English learning too.
That's such a good point. And you know what else helps? Reflecting on your day before you sleep. Thinking about what went well, what you learned, what you're grateful for.
I love that practice. It's like giving your brain permission to process everything that happened and then let it go so you can rest.
Exactly. And on that note, why don't we transition into some positive affirmations? These are things you can say to yourself as you're falling asleep.
Great idea. Affirmations are positive statements that can help you end the day on a positive note and program your mind for good things.
So, everyone listening, you can just listen to these, or if you want, you can repeat them quietly to yourself. There's no pressure, just do what feels right.
Let's take a moment of calm. Breathe in slowly and out.
Here's the first affirmation: I did my best today, and that is enough.
I am proud of myself for learning and growing.
I am patient with myself as I learn.
My effort matters more than perfection.
I deserve rest and peace.
I greatly accept this day and am ready to rest.
I release any stress or worry from today.
I trust that everything will work out.
Beautiful. How do you feel after saying those?
Peaceful, calm, ready for sleep.
That's exactly how we want our listeners to feel. You know, practicing gratitude and positive thinking in English is a wonderful way to connect the language with good feelings.
Absolutely. And it makes English feel less like a chore and more like a tool for self-care.
I love that. So, everyone, as we move toward the end of this episode, let's talk about a few more calming phrases you might hear or use.
Sure. One phrase I really like is sleep tight. It's what you say to someone when they're going to bed, like, good night, sleep tight.
That's such a nice phrase. And if someone can't sleep, you might say, I hope you can get some rest, or try to get some sleep.
Another good one is sweet dreams. That's what you say to wish someone pleasant dreams while they sleep.
And if someone tells you they slept well, you might say, I'm glad you got some good sleep, or that's great that you're well rested.
Yes. And if someone looks tired, you might notice and say, you look exhausted, or more gently, you look like you could use some rest.
That's more tactful for sure. Oh, and here's a useful one. If you're trying to fall asleep, you might say, I'm trying to doze off, or I'm nodding off.
Those are great. And if you wake up in the middle of the night, you might say, I woke up in the middle of the night, or I couldn't get back to sleep.
So true. All right, everyone, let's review all this peaceful vocabulary we've covered tonight.
First, we have wind down, to gradually relax after activity. Example, I like to wind down with a book before bed. This is your transition from active to restful.
Stay up too late means remaining awake past your ideal bedtime. Example, I stayed up too late watching Netflix. Very common habit many people relate to.
Put away devices means to stop using and store technology. Put away your devices an hour before bed. Great advice for better sleep.
Flip through means to look through pages casually. Example, I'm just flipping through this magazine. Light, easy reading.
Dim the lights means to reduce light brightness. Example, dim the lights to create a relaxing atmosphere. Sets the mood for sleep.
Light a candle means to ignite a candle for ambiance. Example, I light candles during my evening routine. Creates a peaceful environment.
Take a warm shower is the phrase for bathing in warm water. Example, I take a warm shower before bed. Remember, we take showers, not make them.
I always wash my face and brush my teeth before bed are basic hygiene phrases. Example, I always wash my face and brush my teeth before bed. Essential nighttime routine vocabulary.
Drift off means to gently fall asleep. Example, I drifted off while listening to music. More poetic than just fall asleep.
Tossing and turning describes restless movement in bed when you can't sleep. Example, I was tossing and turning all night. Shows difficulty sleeping.
Set the mood means to create a particular atmosphere. Example, soft lighting sets the mood for relaxation. Works for many contexts.
Get a good night's sleep means to sleep well and wake rested. Example, I really need to get a good night's sleep tonight. Very common way to talk about quality rest.
Reflecting on your day means thinking back on what happened. Example, I spend time reflecting on my day before sleeping. Thoughtful practice.
Let it go means to release worries or stress. Example, just let it go and relax. Important for mental peace.
End the day on a positive note means to finish with something good. Example, let's end the day on a positive note. Creates optimistic closure.
Sleep tight is a warm way to wish good sleep. Example, good night, sleep tight. Very affectionate and common.
Get some rest gently encourages sleep. Example, you should get some rest. Caring and considerate phrase.
Sweet dreams wishes pleasant dreams. Example, sweet dreams, see you tomorrow. Warm and loving.
And finally, doze off and nod off mean to gradually fall asleep. Example, I dozed off on the couch. Natural, gentle phrases.
All right, everyone, it's time for a gentle practice exercise.
Since this is a relaxation episode, we're not going to make you do anything too energetic. Just a calm, simple practice.
Think about your ideal nighttime routine. What would it include? Use at least 3 phrases from today's episode to describe it. You can do this in your head or, if you want, whisper it quietly.
For example, in my ideal routine, I would put away my devices at 9 p.m., take a warm shower, and then drift off while listening to soft music.
Take your time. There's no rush.
Now here's your gentle challenge for this week. Try to think in English for just 2 or 3 minutes before you fall asleep each night.
It doesn't have to be complicated. Just think about your day, what you did, how you felt, but do it in English. This gentle practice can really help.
And if you want, repeat one of the affirmations we shared tonight. Choose your favorite and make it your own.
The more you associate English with calm, peaceful moments like this, the more natural and comfortable it will feel.
All right, everyone, we're going to close this episode now.
Tonight we learned vocabulary for nighttime routines, relaxation, and peaceful rest. We practiced affirmations and created a calm space for learning.
Remember, wind down, put away devices, drift off, sleep tight, and sweet dreams. These phrases will help you talk about rest and self-care naturally.
Next episode, we'll be back to our regular energy, talking about making plans with friends and social invitations.
But for now, we hope you feel calm, peaceful, and ready for a good night's sleep.
Thank you so much for listening to Real Talk English. I'm Emily.
And I'm Daniel. Sleep well, everyone. Sweet dreams.
Good night. Rest well.
We'll see you in the next episode.